Hello, I'm Van Doze. I'm an associate professor in the Department of Biomedical Sciences at the University of North Dakota School of Medicine and Health Sciences. I've been here for a little over 2 decades. Originally, I'm from the Great Plains, and when I was actually in junior high and high school, I used to work on the farms in North Dakota many years ago. Anyway, after my undergraduate training, I actually went to the West Coast and did my doctorate at Stanford University. Then from there, and a couple postdocs there, then I returned back to the Great Plains in North Dakota, and I've been here since about 2000. Anyway, one of my, I wear a number of different hats here. A lot of them relate to broadening participation or giving, or involved in opportunities for individuals to have to do research, particularly at the high school, undergraduate, and even the graduate school level. So as a faculty member in the School of Medicine, I do teach medical students. I also have teach graduate students. I also teach undergrad students and then direct a number of undergraduate research programs, and some high school ones. So in terms of I want to say opportunities for research, or what I would say ties into NDASIS and everything, I'm the co-leader of the Broadening Participation for NDASIS, and that works well with my other roles. I'm also, one of my roles, I'm the North Dakota EMBRE program coordinator. Within that, as with NDASIS, I'm involved with a lot of the tribal colleges and smaller institutions across the state, the primary undergraduate institutions, the PUIs we refer to. And not just I visit them, I see what needs they have in terms of research equipment needs, and also to some extent tell them about the programs we have here for if students want to come here. Now you'll hear about programs that are based at the tribal colleges and the PUIs, and there's also programs and opportunities where the students may come to the University of North Dakota and have research experiences too. There's a number of different programs fall under the Broadening Participation. Kind of related to that, I am the director of a bio research experience for undergraduate research program. It's a program for undergraduate students that gives them an opportunity from either the PUIs or tribal colleges or basically any institution in the United States, if they're a U.S. citizen or permanent residents, to come to the University of North Dakota and have a 10-week research experience. And this summer, this week, we welcome our 17th cohort. So this is the 17th summer that we've been running that program. That's one of them that just started this week, and we have a couple dozen students involved in that program this summer. And they're from all across the United States, but a lot of them are from the the Great Plains regions, and there's a number from institutions in North Dakota. We have at least half a dozen of our students are from tribal colleges this summer, and half a dozen or more from our smaller rural community colleges or rural PUIs. I also direct another program related to that one that's funded by the American Society for Pharmacology and Experimental Therapeutics called SURF, which stands for Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship Program, and it's along those same lines. We target our students, and then who can again come to the University of North Dakota to do a 10-week research experience in neuropharmacology. All right, and the first one, actually, the RRU, is in environmental science. This one's in neuropharmacology. And third, also in my role with North Dakota EMBRE, we have a summer undergraduate biomedical research experience program, which I help manage and recruit and direct. So between those 3 programs this summer, we have 60 undergraduate students at the University of North Dakota who just this week started a 10-week summer undergraduate research experience. Many of those, and the majority of those students, I'd say between those 3 programs, or these 60 students, at least 2/3 are from North Dakota. All right, so along those, a little later this summer, in another role of mine, a little less of a role, but a few years ago I developed with the faculty and Department of Biology and over here, a high school program that gives students an opportunity to come here and do research, kind of a short research project or a training kind of thing in molecular biology techniques. And it's sometimes we've offered it for 1 week, sometimes we've offered it for 2 weeks. And this summer, again, as the COVID pandemic seems to be lessening, we're going to offer that it was not available last summer, but it's been available in the previous summers. This summer we're going to have a large number of high school students come in for up to a week learning these various what you can do with molecular biology, and we've now switched to kits, and it'd be kind of these cool things, whether look at the DNA in fish or a forensic DNA type thing to solve what a theoretical crime scene or something like that. So again, and similar things are done with the North Dakota ACES. We do those same things, and they don't necessarily have to come in the University of North Dakota to do that. There's many of those programs can actually run on the campuses themselves, either at the PUI or the tribal college. We have those going on there, as well as I think versions of those also on I'm going to say either North Dakota State University's campus or the University of North Dakota campus. Those are just some of those. A few other things I do is I manage and direct and build core facilities to help out all the researchers across the state. Just two of them in the last 3-4 years I've developed. One's a new microscopy core with confocal microscopes, stereo, and that can be used by faculty from around the state of North Dakota, free and for research. And then we have a behavioral research core facility, which in the last few years we put together. And both these are managed on a daily basis by a lab manager, and so there's other roles. Of my overall role, kind of in these various programs, is to enhance the infrastructure and the the opportunity for individuals from North Dakota. They're either at the high school level, actually we go up actually all the way down to the middle school level, high school level, undergraduate level, take you right on up to the graduate or medical school level, since I am in the medical school. So, and everything from infrastructure in terms of the equipment and able to do the research, to then training opportunities to learn how to do research or to use the equipment, as well as actually be actively involved in the research processes. So this is kind of this whole thing in terms of broader participation, I want to say, starts, at least for me, at the middle school level and goes all the way through to, if it all goes well or somebody's been involved in this for very long and are very interested, some of these students who I remember seeing at the middle school level first in one of our camps, I may 10 years later see them be teaching them as a medical student or a graduate student. So that kind of I guess is a quick, brief summary of some of my roles or what I do. Again, I am the co-lead of the North Dakota ACES Broadening Participation group.